また画面大きくなってるぐらい。はい、始まりましたでしょうか。ケロロ仮面ゲームズです。ということで、今日もストリートファイター6やっていきたいと思います。そして、エドモンド・ホンダ、お帰りということでね、昨日の配信からエドモンド・ホンダ、久しぶりに使って、流れるようにブロンズいけたんで、今日からシルバーにね、いけたらなぁなんて思っております。そして、そう、エドモンド・ホンダの、技、一つ覚えとかないといけないやつがあるんですよね。よしよしよしよし。はいはいはい。しばらく下に入れて上と強ボタンを押すっていう技、やってみようかな。しばらく下に入れて上と強ボタン。しばらく下に入れて上と強。あ、強ボタンってこれか。下に入れて。こっちゃー、これか。1、2、1、2、3、3秒、3秒ぐらいでいけるのね。1、2、3。はいはいはい、1、2、3。これはこれか。これは。1、2、3。あ、間違えた。はいはいはいはいはい。1、2、3。あー、間違えた。1、2、3。いや、強ボタン、これか。1、2、3。強ボタンを押す癖がないな。はい。1、2、3。あ、1、2、3。こういうのもいけるのかな。あ、いける。しゃがみながらこういうのしときながら、あ、いける。あははは。オーケー。これを踏まえてちょっと今日はランクしていきたいと思いますね。今のが分かっただけでだいぶ変わってくんじゃないの。よし。
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The command grab doesn't make it.
ボタン間違えた。
There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize.
まぐれパディ決めていく。
a dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Throws out a projectile. Stop. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use them into that. KO. Player 2 hits always important first round.
I wanna
They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Besides, they can't squander this punish counter change. Amazing concentration on display as they punish for their opponent's attack left them wide open. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Big man's coming for you. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive charges forward. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Going in? Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 1 experiencing. Are we gonna see if gets the counter hit and the win? Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Did well to get the buff in there. Coming through. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Any
Oi. Oi.勝てましたよ今のは。今の勝てたよね。落ちたよ。なんで落ちたんだ。この距離ね。あ、これパターンいけんな。同じやつか。
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters?
かわいいな。
No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
強そう。さっきの俺負け判定になったんかな。
Let's see what they try to do
あ、俺
here
負け
in the
判定
first
になってる
round.
わ。
Checking their opponent. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Goes for the throw. Knockdown. The Fuha stock to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now.
危ね
Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Throws them to negate the block. Player digs in deep to get that drive in.
やばい。
Going in, player 1 holding on to that point in.
Okay.
Player 2
さっきの負け判定に入るのちょっと悔しくない？
What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Tries to set the tone with that charging attack. The Tenderman hits home. The throw misses. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Experiencing burnout. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Ah, burnout activates.
うわ
Game plan here with the oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. There it is.
ー全力決められていく。だが俺は満タンだぜ。いいのかよ。それでいいのか。
Opts to create space to start. The last round, it's now or never. Saihasho charges forward. Which fighter will control the pace, pumps the brakes on the impact, uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. Oicho throw. You can't let him close in like that. Nothing stops this train. A jump in. Player 2 drive impact misses. Handle with care. You can't jump drive impacts. There's a burnout. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side. Punish counter sets the table. What now? Player 1 with the rhythm owning that space. Poetry in motion. Now, this is gonna hurt. Nothing stops this. A real test of nerves here. The moves over levels up.
うわー、嘘だろ。
Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
もう負けません。
Not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Keeps him out. Tendon ring hits hold. Whiffs the throw. Brushes that off and keeps going. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. What are they thinking? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger.
何
This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Opt for the road to close it out.
こいつ強すぎん。
Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
本当に下のレベル
Round 2. Fight.
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Grabs them. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. Brushes that off and keeps going. Burnout activates. Ultimate killer headband. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 1 is in a quick charges forward. Tendon ring hits home. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Instantly. A quick breather. Player Oicho. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Their spacing is so on point right now. There's a burnout.
Oicho!
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
ただ相手は多分必殺技使ってくる系だと思うんだよな。
Who will come out on top? Hits him with a stopping power. Hundred hand slap. Nails it. And the Tensei in at the ready. They are not getting close to each other. Out of range. Relatively safe. Rushes in. Player 2 with the lead. Will they go for alcohol? Now that is a punish. Nothing stops this train. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super.
出なかった。
Oh my god, they just choked it up! This is the time to believe in drive impact misses!
Yo ho!
And the Tensei at the ready! Poetry in motion! Carries the double into the corner in one go!
掴まれてしまう。
Player 1 with the
うわー
take a seat!
危ね
Are done!
え。必殺技使えんかったけど、まあ。
Was definitely sweaty during that well.
相手の連勝を止めれたっていうことがまずでかいですね。
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Butt smash. Brushes that off and keeps going. Big man's coming for you. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Grabs him, knocked down.
うわ
They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 chases them down. The throw misses. Life lead opens up. Oicho throw. You can't let him close in like that. So it charges forward. Oh God, this is tense. Perfect parry. How will they follow up? Knockdown and player 1 will look to apply pressure here.
よいしょ
Deep to get that drive carry.
あぶね
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
ゲージは互角ですね
Gets a risky buff in. Who's going to start things off? Who will gain control of the match in the early going? The Buha's stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Okay, creating some space here. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Just looking to impress with this super ultimate killer headband. Both fighters. Oh, what's this? This is bad news. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Looking for an experiencing burnout. Opts for the critical
ガチ
Gets the critical art.
どうなる
Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they gotta think of a follow-up.
やばいゲージなくなるこれはあ取られた
They just made that very tricky combo look easy. That's how you know they're on another level. This is a critical moment. That amazing, never say die attitude got them the win. Last round.
ほんといい勝負するぞ
Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Target combo into barely blocks the jump.
同じ発想かよ
Looking to impress with this super ultimate killer headband. Player 2 with the lead. Will they go for offense or deep and whip? They're wide open. Handle with care. You can't drop driving backs. Dangerous range here. All the throws.
あれをねどうにか止めたいですね
Reads the jump in perfectly. Tries to act quickly but whips the attack. Only just absolutely relentless. At the
Wow, ma-
at the ready. The jump in is denied. Buffs while they're blinking. Saihasho. Look rushes in. Lays down a Saihasho. Ugh, scraps them. They both decide to ease the tension and back off. It is over.
危ね
Player 2 is gonna be watching.
コメディアンホラー西山さんフォローありがとうございます名前おかしいやろコメディアンホラー西山どっちなの絶対やらせ多い系のホラーやろコメディアンはもう負けは許されないぞ
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The command grab doesn't make it. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Still slugging
ちょい
it
ラ
out.
グいんだよなミスった
Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Decides to spend the meter to
Commando
open up some
miss
more chances. Will this decision pay off for them? Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Very solid corner switch. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Neither of them willing to back off. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Player 2 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. One
甘いのはどっちだ
both fighters need to close this
波動
out.
拳
Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. Both of them are low on health and are playing very cautiously right now. Both fighters planning something?
ミスった
Both fighters are barely. Oh,
Ai.
what's this?
俺です。分かってたのよ。
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Who's going to start things off? With the throw. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Responds with the ultimate killer head grab. Player 2 has a slip going on.
ミスするな。焦ってんのか。
Player 1 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. The fighters return to the middle of this and lead to some big damage. Big man's coming for you. Jumps. Absolutely relentless. Tons of spit charges forward. Impact squash. Impact counter.
Oh my god.
So sick. Player 2 can't use any how did they anticipate that jump in? We're going into the final round tied up.
結構ホンダ使ってる割に負けてんのよな。ちゃんと。
Starts meets them air to air. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Ultimate killer head grab. This is a bad situation to beat. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Oh, combo. Let's go. Punish sets the table.
下つずくるか。
Is in burnout state of their anti-air in the clutch. Ooh, does them dirty. Okay, connects with the throw. Going in. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Throws him. Player Tokudeki to the face. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in, a dash? Either fighter can use impact, squash. Carries them all the way to the corner in one go. Finds the target. Drive it back, misses.
Okay.
Beast. Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. This is gonna hurt. Big man's coming for you. Still scrapping for control of the space. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Starts with a jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Coming through. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Strings it all together. 100-hand slap. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Gets the jump. The punishment gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner.
Wow.
Player 1 picks
一
up the
発
first
入れれたら
round.
な、
That'll
勝て
give
て
them
た
a
な。
psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in.
ダメだ。
The next round
新技使おうとするとダメ
What's
です
gonna
ね。
happen now?
そういう新技みたいなのはもうせん。
Looking to score some juicy damage.
自分が今までやってきたことを信じよう。
Player 2 had a rough go of it last round due to poor drive management. But there's still time to adapt and turn this match around. Big man's coming for you. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Both fighters knocked them out of the air. Anti-air in the clutch. Gotta be. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Oh, the throw connects. Oh, here we go. Experiencing burnout. Noticeable life lead is a comeback, tags them and takes the W. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
ただ向こう溜まってるから余分なもの食らわないようにしないと。よいしょ。
Look at the damage. Will this super art do anything?
もったいな今の必殺技。
Oh, they switch sides. jump and whip. They're wide open. Shots fired with tempo. Chuck the fireball to continue their hold over their zone.
パディできんのか
They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Fireball pressure, trying to wear down the opponent. Totsugeki to the face. Now they can use drive. Wrecks them. I can't believe it. Absolutely relentless.
Okay.
Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
今のは完全に敵のミスやったな。来たほんとこのキャラ多いな。
Oh, looks like these two have more
新しいこの髪色かわいい。ウェイ
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage.
おう普通に来た。
Who's it gonna be? Super meter is looking bare right now. Will they try to hang back to stock up or continue fighting? Gaining some meter would open up the opportunity to deal huge damage, but that's easier said than done. Player 2
なんかスマートやな戦い方が。
buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do
なん
damage.
かいっすね同じこと
Halfway
を。
through the round now, expect to see both fighters take it to the next level. How will both competitors use this remaining time? Did well to get the buff in there.
クラシック
Okay,
か。
creating some space here. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Takes the chance to hurt him. Taking stock. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Gets right in there. Not much time left in this round. Impacts a no-go. Player 1 chases them down. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Okay.
OK 静かやったなこの戦い。
On the board first with the win.
あまりにも。
Keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. They block the overhead and coming through. They were checking each other from far last round, but what's the plan now? And a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. They quickly get backed into the corner of the stage. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Player 1 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Big man's coming for you. Player 2 is dominating this match. One chance here may end this match. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Time to reassess the situation. Knockdown and
全然詰めてこんやん。
KO.
どうした？
Player 2
こいつ絶対逃げるパターンだ。やってくれんやろこの感じで。いやそうだね。熱量がもうおかしかったもんね完全に。
Here comes a new challenger.
えホンダやん。
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to
う
lose
わ
this
か
one.
わいい。
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Decent damage. What's next?
やばい。
This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player 1 creates a good
一枚上か向こうが。
What's the play here? Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. They need to make good use of the gauge without emptying it.
うわガチ
Solid combo. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense.
ガチ
Player one on the
まさか
board
ホ
first
ンダ
for the win.
ホンダ同士になると思ってないからさ
They'll
こっちも
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Does a good job of pushing back. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? 100 hands,
うわ
knockdown and Oicho. This may be it. Hits up the counter. This is
Uza.
a KO.
こいつうざ
Player
強
one proved to be the victor in that near match.
ホンダ強もう一丁いやこれ済ましときゃ俺が勝ったことになるか
Are we going to witness a blow up here? Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. The combo's there. What's going to follow the combo? Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play
God,
with.
効かんな
Not a good thing. Solid combo. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
こっからこっから
A brave forward jump there to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. It's a good spot to use the super ultimate killer headband. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Jumps. 100 hands slap. Side switch in the corner. Their spacing is experiencing burnout. Knockdown and doing some quick planning. Jumps up. Good old slaps.
Yeah.
Critical art.
ガチそんな溜まってた
Real gambler here. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on the critical art to deal the cash money damage they need. Player 2 needs to hold and whips. They're wide open. Getting up close and personal. Just go for it.
あぶね
Live it out.
あぶね初勝利
Here's the
こ
final
っからこっ
round.
から
The real fight starts
ガチこっ
now.
から向こう使ってないもんねあ使ったもんね
Open with a jump in. Boost. Oh, now that is a punish. Impact squat. Charges forward. Player 2 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Who will set the bait at this range? Totsugeki to the face. Catches burns out. Player 1 is relentless to leave him
え
round.
何
What's next? Player 1
よいしょ
with confidence. Slaps him. A real test of nerves here. They are not getting close to each other. Jump. 100 hands. No
よいしょ
hesitation or regret. Hit them with that NSF
どうだどうだいけいけいけお願いお願いします止まれ
No
オッケ
way.
ー
That win wasn't luck.
来た来
That
た
was
来た来た
100% plan.
しゃこっからやぞ逆転劇やぞ今1対1やからな
Sweaty during that well-earned win. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back.
うわ
This'll break them. The impact
君の
doesn't
ため
do
に
anything.
近づいたわけじゃないのよ
You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. They need to hold out. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Gets back into the corner with pressure building. Knockdown. Whiffs the throw.
あぶね
So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Takes a trip. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Grabs him. All right, what's coming up next? That drive impact is blocked. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Life lead opens up. Player 1 creates a good corner of it. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Burnout activates. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here.
わ無理だ。
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan?
はい、これ
Were they baiting
はい、
him
失礼しま
Punishes there with the driving back, really laying on the pressure. Player 2 can't let experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. You've got to be mindful of regions going on the offensive. Gets them with the anti-air. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Charges forward. Hits them with
す。よいしょ
Can they create an opportunity? Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Ultimate killer head grab. That's
Okay.
the push at the end paid off in spades. When you have a chance to finish things, you gotta take it.
あ、捕まえきれなかったかな
Last
今
round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Hugs nothing but air. Big man's coming for you. Jumps. No way. No signs of running up from out of the corner. Super art to show off what a
Ah.
PhD and fighters can do.
使うよね使うよね。
Hold up, it's the final bout. Pack it up. This match might be over. What's next? Player 2.
どっち
Only nothing.
うわお前かーい。
100 hands. What are they gonna do?
うわーいっそー。そ
Player
う。
1 survived that
マジ互角やったわ。
match.
くそ
Here comes a new challenger.
案外むずいのよあれが。
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
初期スキンか。
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Puts one in the pocket. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize.
もう本立てやってるからな。なんとも思わんなもう。
Did well to get the buff in there.
怖いもんないな。
Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Knockdown. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is
う
very
わお。
decides to puff up while they can. Alright, what's coming up next? Life lead opens up. Very solid hook, and the throw ends the round.
ガキャー。
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Buffs up. The next round is beginning. Hits him with a stop and pop. 100-hand slap. Heats it up with a combo into super. Get ready. And
Combo
it's
para,
time
no?
for the final bout. Cashes out the meter to get a ringside seat. Dealing a nice chunk of damage. Going on the offensive. Player charges forward. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 has the deck stacked against them. Can they squeeze out a win here, K?
オッケー。戦ってくれそうやな。てかシルバーやん。
Let's see if they can build
Gotcha.
themselves a streak.
戦ってくれる。
How is this rematch going to play
これが
out?
シルバー
Are
か。
we going to witness a blow up here? This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin. Get right in there. Opts for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. No go for the throw. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. sticks the jump in. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drop. This is gonna be bad news. Player 1 creates a good corner, uses the gauge for a super in there.
もったいな。ミスった。
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Well-timed corner switch. Gets out of the corner. Medium kick hits. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Going on the offensive? Jumps up. Big
ようつかめるな、そこから。
quick breather. Gets the jump in. Still slugging it out at this range. Sneaks in above. What'll happen here? Player 2 can't use any drive and charges forward. Jump, delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Turns
マジ
Player 2 has depleted their drive game, but they are still within range to win this round. They gotta dig down deep here. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
New challenger.
ドライブインパクトやったっけ、ガン詰めする緑のやつ出した時のアットが難しい。
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Oh, with the drive impact. All right. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Difficult situation for a throw. A little too greedy there. Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Pressuring the situation with the charge in. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Big counter. Burnout activates. All right, what's coming up next? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 2 has depleted their drive game. The counter
safety.
Great sense to take advantage of even the smallest openings. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
What the fuck?
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Nano's metal level is still kind of low here. They're gonna need to find some chances to boost it. Oh!
よーこいつよう合わせてきたな。
They're still feeling each other out, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Charges forward. Jumps in. Oh, it's a good spot to use the super ultimate killer headband. Knockdown and player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Their spacing is going on the offensive. And there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a punish counter. Both fighters to the face.
Whoa, うまっ。
We're going into the final round tied up.
必殺技取ってただと。
to grind out the win.
こいつ多分強いぞ。
Who's going to nothing stops this train.
回線だよな。
Player rushes in. Punish counter on reaction. Player 2 can't use more fuel to the fire. Hook them up.
だがしかしすぐ使ったから俺も溜まってんのよな必殺技は。どっち？お前かーい。どんぐらいいくんだ？やめてー。
Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Fights back. This can lead to some big
あ、わ
damage.
かった。こいつ
Jammer.
チキショウがよ
Player one comes out on top of that fierce battle.
負けていく。
Talk about a show. That match had it all. They're
ワン
still
チャ
hungry.
ンランク上がったんじゃない
Stepping
今の
up for
本
the
当は。
rematch. Solid anti-air. Big man's coming for you. The throw misses. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 2 is maintaining the corner. Oh! Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Takes a trip. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Nice Manes Dore, getting those throws all pumped up. Life lead is there, but charges forward. Hold your breath.
これだな、こいつが苦手なもん。
Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Each hit is so important here. Sumo headbutt. They take some time to back off and reach. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
With authority, with
おい
that
おいおい
big
おいおい
punish
俺でもいいだろ
Player 1 with a big first round pickup.
Gotcha.
Can they close it out?
これがシルバーかよ
Right off the bat, there's no hesitation. They start the offensive by charging forward. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Both fighters have uses the gauge for a super arm. Ultimate killer head grab. Oh wow, look at the damage that did. Fantastic work with that combo. Backs away. Not about that BFF life right now. What'll happen here? They must have a game plan here with the critical art on deck, but executing that plan is the key. Or finds the target. Safely increases their throw level. Knockdown and they return. Excellent block. What are they gonna do? Wrecks them.
こいつ
Can either of these fighters finish the round with an almost empty drive gauge? They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. Lots of distance here. Who's baiting who? This is a critical moment. Both of them back off. It rushes in. The drive impact doesn't work. They both decide to ease the tension and back off. Oh,
おおいいちょ
here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Wrecks them. Get ready to be thrown
こい
to
つ
the
必殺当ててくるかな
Player charges forward. One leg is on fire now. Look at the damage. Player 2, holy. They cancel out. And
ガ
now,
チ
danger. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Fights back with authority. Things are looking very fine to the target.
Ah.
Up with a super.
狙ってた
Oh, looking for the definitive
こいつ本田対策できてやがる
Level 3 super. Over in a flash.
パーフェクトしかも SR で
Is a force to be reckoned with.
おいおいおいおいおい遠くなった遠くなっちまったよからまあ無理かからこいつさっきのやつじゃねえだろうな本当に名前覚えてないわ
Our fighters are ready to get down to it. So let's start the match and see
違
what
う
these
ね
warriors are capable
さっ
of.
きのやつはシルバーだったからね
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Nothing but air for the impact. An aggressive attack. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 1 chases them down. Very solid corner switch. Nice Maradore, getting those throws all pumped up. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Experiencing burnout.
全然違う、さっきのやつと。さっきのやつやっぱうまいわ。さっきのやつエグかった。
What else can they get away with? Going on the offensive? Bops him with a target combo. Impacts a no-go. Alright, what's coming up next? Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. They gotta make something happen to increase Mano's metal level. Okay, creating some space. Hits him with a stop and pop. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 responds with an ultimate killer head round. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Charges forward. So, what's next? Going on the offensive? They're taking a step back to slow down and whiffs! They're wide open! Jumps up. The counterattack connects. Great sense to take advantage of even the smallest opening.
Okay. ああ、もう全然違う。
Brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
さっきのやつシルバーじゃないワンチャン。
We ain't even close to done yet. Oh! Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Was that a good decision? Player 1 with the life lead. The combo's there. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. They have a full drive gauge stock. They'll need to use that in order to turn this match around. Can they convert this punish counter off KO? Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Rushing attack to start. That's a nice way to get someone's attention. Hits them with a stop and pop. Up bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Ultimate killer head wrap. Took him to the corner in a flash. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Player 1 will need to play it conservative. Burnout activates. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Noticeable life drops him hard. Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Drive youth. Ooh, what a smart blow. Drive impact misses. Gotta do better than that. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Anti-air and what a finish.
危ねえ。
Player 1 was an
はい、シ
absolute
ルバー、失礼します。ちょっとトイレ行きます。
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters?
Chun-Li.
No one knows, but this is going to be a
久々の
must
チェン
see
リーで
match.
すよ。
Round 1.
怖っ。久々怖いよ。
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball.
なんなんこいつ。
Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Knockdown. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Very solid corner switch. Gets out of the
ただ
corner.
の臆病系だ。
Strings it all together. Does a good job of pushing back. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Trying to read each other here? Slight miscalculation on the air throw spacing. Next hit will end the round. Rolls in.
OK。
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2.
本当に2連勝か、おい。
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Oh, whiffs the throw. Decides to meet them in the air. Smart play there to go for the air to air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Sumo headbutt. Player 1 holding on to that corner again, looking to impress with this super. Responds with the ultimate killer head, kept their composure and pulled out the combo.
これは戦ってくれんだろうな。頼むから戦ってくれ、一緒に。あー、ダメか。この何も打たないのなんなん。やめるやめないぐらい言ってほしいよね。何も言わないっていうパターンある。ゲームにしかと。
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
かっこいい。
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Oh, whiffs the drive impact. Getting careless and missing a drive impact like that will leave you
a
drive rush to try and keep up the attack.
くそー、昇竜拳がよ。
Steps in for the throw.
こいつうまない？
Player 2 is in a tight spot right now. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Throws out a projectile.
全然いいよ。
They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Very solid corner switch. Misses the drive impact. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Heading into the end game now. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 2 must be feeling good after that super, but they gotta keep on the charges forward. This is a prime opportunity. Tags them and takes the double. Ooh, double KO.
Double KO. Gachi.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Hits them with a stopping block.
Double KO とか。
Up the damage on that. That option to go for the overdrive. Walls flat into the guard break. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive burns out. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Chuck the fireball to continue their hold over their zone.
Double KO とかガチ初めてよ。
Oh, they changed sides. Totsugeki to the face. Then some super art to show what a PhD and fighters can do for you. That final push at the end paid off in spades. When you have a chance to finish things, you gotta take it. 得したようななんだダブルKOか。ガチ。 It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. The throw whips. Going on the offensive. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. All right. Oh, whiffs the grab. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? They break things off to take a quick breather. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Anything could happen here. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Big man's coming for you. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Experiencing burnout.
Wow. Wow.
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2.
Immediate jumping. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Big man's coming for you. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Grabs him. That throw will do some good damage. Player 2 chases them down. Side switch in the corner. Avoids getting cornered. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Ultimate killer head wrap. Both fighters planning something? This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Going in, they decide to take a breather to regroup. Player 1 is not in a good place in there.
Okay.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
連勝は止めたくない。
They are letting it fly from the get-go. Truck smash. The drive impact doesn't work. Hits them with a stop.
やばい、これ必殺技ルートかな。いや、
Nice fireball. Nothing but air.
ちょっと
Player 2 is barely hanging on. Burns out. Player 2 guns him with the ultimate
危ねえ。
head wrap. Player 2, there's a burnout. Oh, here we go. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Clutch anti-air. Dangerous range hit knockdown. Here comes the mix-up.
うわ、
It's over.
やっちまったー。
Player 1 comes
やっ
out
ちま
on
った
top of
ぜ。
a fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. They're still hungry.
安定でいきやがった。
Stepping up for the rematch. Big man's coming for you. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 2.
はい、俺。それ。
This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Knockdown. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Takes a trip. Player 2
間違えた。
needs to deal with this burnout. Frozen. What's next? Player 1
狙いすぎた。
creates a good hit them with a stop and drop.
狙いすぎたよ。
What's their game plan? KO.
そう。
Player 1
ドライブラッシュ使ってくるあたりちょっとできるぞこいつ。
wants to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Checking their reactions with a fireball? This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Going in, player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. Full SA, he brushes that off and keeps going. Ah, burnout activates. It's a good spot to use the super. Get ready, because it's time for the final bout. Cashes out the meter to get a ringside seat. A real test of nerves here. Oh, here we go.
うわっちー。
Player 2
あ、使ってきた。
can't let this simmer. They
まさか
gotta
使って
start
きたか。
cooking. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it.
うわー、ぴったり。こいつには乾杯だわ。
Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
ちょっと集中切れてきた気するからぼちぼち終わらないといけないんだが、
Here comes a new challenger.
ここでこいつか。負け終わりだな今日これは。
This is
13
gonna be a
連勝中。
5-star
う
match.
ざ。
Get ready for history
マジ
to be
JP うざ
made.
いわ。
Round 1.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
マジこいつ。
Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 2 with the life lead. Time to sit on the lead. Charges in with authority. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player 2 will have to fight back here with a vertical
Okay.
in there.
オッケーオッケーオッケ
Player 2 picks up the first round.
どう
That'll
だ
give
どう
them
だ
a
どうだ。
psychological advantage.
しかもクラシックかいこいつ。
Immediate jumping. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Response
華麗にこいつの13連勝なくしてやら。
Player 2 needs to use the front of the corner here. They're in the corner and the beatdown continues. Whiffs the impact. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. Spikes him with 3 glove. Drive attack misses. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Runs him with the ultimate killer head ram. Amazing. That's gonna leave him rattled.
よし、連勝終わらせてやんよ。
Player 2 brings it home.
なんが13連
Let's see
勝
if
か。
they can build themselves a streak.
はい、うざい戦い方だったの分かりますね、あなたは。
Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Were they baiting them into that? Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player 2 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Goes for an overhead. Knockdown.
そこまでの君のね。
No go. Forcefully closes the gap. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Starting to sweat a bit. Gets the jump in. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Alright, what's coming up?
あ、うざいね。
Player 1 takes the round.
まあまあ連勝取られただけで、
What else can they get away
それ
with?
だけでいいです。
Round 2. Fight.
This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Throwing some shade. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Responds with the ultimate killer head ram. Going in, player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Brushes that off and keeps going. Oh, there's a burnout. Big man's coming for you. They return to center stage. Drive attack KO.
しょ、危ねえ。
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
絶対必殺技作ってくるとこいつ。焦ってるはずや。
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Overhead attack. Player 1, more fuel to the fire. Cook them up.
あ、スカヒ系かよ。
By the interdiction. Doesn't matter how far you run, he's gonna get you.
あー、キモいね。
The jump in is denied. There's a drive impact. And oh, putting the cherry on top. Guns him with the ultimate killer head round. Okay, here we go. Wall splat into the guard frame. Oh, here we go. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start.
うわ、お前か。
Break through with the throw.
食らいすぎじゃね。
Player 1
こい
comes
つうぜ
out
え
on
な、やっ
top
ぱ
of
り。
a fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match
もう一戦
had
暗
it
か
all.
い。
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Stone
Nani?
cold and great. You can't block those. Reads the command grab. Big man's coming for you. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? No good up high. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. They trade. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? 3-volt ices him. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. KO! Player 1
ゴリ押し
picks
具合
up
が
the
うざい。
first round. That'll give them a psychological
こい
advantage.
つのゴリ押し具合うざいわ。
Round 2. Fight.
Dashes up. 3-volt? Oh! This is gonna be bad news. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player 1 can build off this lead. A quick breather. Spikes him with 3 gloves. KO.
何それ。お、
That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
嫌いだわ。シルバーになっていろんなキャラクター出てくるようになったわ。 やば、エントリーしてしまった。あー、エントリー始まったか。まずこれで最後にしよう。こいつでだいたいもう苗落ちやもんな。
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
ホンダになってからこいつはある程度大丈夫なんだよな。
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Puts one in the pocket. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Player, hold your breath. There's a punishment. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Knockdown. Was looking for that jump attack. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge?
あ、ちょっと待って、ちょっと待って、ちょっと待って、ちょっと待って、波長です。これ波長が悪かっただけです。
Goes for the jump in to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Will that drive impact get punished? You do not want to whiff an impact. Quick bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Responds with the ultimate killer head round. Knockdown and player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? They're backed up into the corner. They must have a game plan here with a critical pay. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
つかみのコツ見つけたかも。だそばから。
That combo did decent damage. And whiffs, they're wide open. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Drops them from the air. Shrugs that off. Clint burns out. Ultimate killer head round. All stocked up. Where's the Fuhawk gonna come into play? Player, there's a burnout. And they burn out in sync. Ooh, what a smart blow. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Shotogeki to the face. Player 1 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. Drive impact misses. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. A real test of nerves here. What burns out?
やばい。
Player 2.
危ねえ。セーフ、セーフ。
Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game.
マジギリギリやったけど、次はマジ圧勝で勝ってやりましょう。ホンダ使ってんだぞっていう。
Jumps up. Goes for the jump in. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Goes for the surprise rush in. Had the radar up and running. So it looks like our fighters are taking a breather. They can't keep down to the wire.
こいつさ、
Player 2 can't
間合いが広いからかな。めっちゃ反応するよ
to
な。
find a way to reset the situation. Fireball from very long. What's next here? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. So they break full, delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Medium kick hit. Ooh.
こいつマジ反応してくるわ。
Drive impact for the win. Player 1 on the board
え、
first
見て
for the
押してんの
win.
かな、本当
They'll
に。
want to keep the pressure on.
そんな。
Immediate jumping. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity and hits them with a stop and pop. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Will this decision pay off for them? Going on the offensive? Charges forward. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Fights out of picks a good spot to use the super ultimate killer head wrap. Player one will need to use their meter here wisely. This is gonna hurt. Going in? Are we gonna see crowns them from above?
え、ああ、いけんかった。
Wide open. Wait,
ガチ
are they actually dead?
終わった。
No way, that
マジ
win
か。
wasn't luck. That was 100% planned.
やっぱシルバーってすごいな。
is a force to be reckoned with.
全然余裕で勝てると思ったけど。
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Shows the medium kick. Anything off the smash? Throws them to negate the block. Was well in range to score the throw. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Okay, both fighters are taking a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Taking stock. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean down to the wire.
こいつマジ合わせてくるわ。
There's the impact. Now ends the
嫌い。
round with a sick combo.
嫌い。
Amazing. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll
で
want
メ
to
ン
keep
タル
the
的
ball
にやっぱ
rolling.
1戦目取られたらちょっときついな。
Looks to drop him to earth.
なんで？
Jumps up. Brushes that off and keeps going. Experiencing burnout. Player two has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player two has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. The overhead ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Smart
Gotcha.
throw connects. Hits him with a stop and pop. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Burns out. Player two can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. What are you jumping in
オ
for?
ッケーオッケーオッケー。ゲージは残したまんま。
Expect to see some fireworks.
しゃ
Oh, it looks like they're waiting to see what they were waiting for. Drops them from the air. Ooh, does them dirty. Excellent jumping. Brushes that off and keeps going. Slaps them. Super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Get your plates ready. Damage is on the menu. Cool set the bait at this range and whiffs. They're wide open. Connects with the throw. Okay, here we go. This is the time to believe in your ability.
Okay.
Live it out.
あべえ。
Player two is a force to be reckoned with.
300ぐらいあるんですね。もう終わりだな。今日はここまでですね。はい、そしたら今日のアーカイブも YouTube に載せておくので YouTube のチャンネル登録もよかったらよろしくお願いします。今日見に来てくれた方ありがとうございます。フォローしてくれた方ありがとうございます。で、今日はここまででやらせていただきます。おつけろです。